at the Rouse Avenue Court is that Arvind Kejriwal has been granted bail by the court. It was in fact a bailable offence. 15,000 rupees is what he and his legal team will have to submit before, of course, being granted bail officially. But he's been allowed to leave the court premises. So a short amount of time that he spent inside the courtroom. Shreya Chatterjee is also joining us live at the moment. Shreya, again, for the benefit of our viewers, if you can explain the case in which Arvind Kejriwal has been granted bail specifically.
Paulmi, it's a little premature to suggest that the bail suggests no coercive action can be taken by the Enforcement Directorate in the case pertaining to the liquor policy. What it probably right now looks that the case that the ED has moved against Arvind Kejriwal under Section 174 for not abiding by an order of the public servant is what the Arvind Kejriwal has got bail from. We will probably get a little more clarity from our legal correspondents who are there at the court. Right now, what we do know as of now is that on the summons, based on what the ED had asked the court for Arvind Kejriwal to appear because he was not abiding by the summons, ED moved the court suggesting that he was not abiding by order of a public servant is against what the Arvind Kejriwal has got a bail on. 15,000 is the bail bond that has to be furnished. He's already left the court. Still, we will have to wait and watch for that what proceeds from here, because still there's some lack of clarity on whether any directions have been given by the court to the team of Arvind Kejriwal on the further appearances so far as the ED summons in the liquor policy scam is concerned.
Absolutely. We'll try and get our colleagues back on the phone line as well. Kanu Sharda is also joining us. Kanu, if there is any clarity, as Shreya was saying, in terms of how does this proceed forward? We understand that as far as Section 174 of the IPC is concerned, not following the orders of a public servant, Arvind Kejriwal has been granted bail. But what about the fact that he's not appearing before the Enforcement Directorate? Any directions in that regard?
Well, Paulmi, the first release is for Aam Aadmi Party for now is that he has been granted officially the bail. Now the case proceedings will go on. Now Arvind Kejriwal will have to, defend himself, defend before the court as to why he was awaiting the summons, and now the trial will go on to this aspect only, whether the summons issued by ED were right in this fact, and why, as to why, Arvind Kejriwal can avoid those summons. Arvind Kejriwal will have to explain to that, and now the question of law will be, discussed over here, and the trial court will first decide on this aspect, and then only, the ED can officially move, because if you remember, it is the ED which has approved the Rouse Avenue Court against those summons which were being evaded by Arvind Kejriwal. So there is going to be a long legal battle ahead towards ED to make sure that Arvind Kejriwal does appear before him, because now the matter is in court and they cannot, jump the court things now. They have to follow the right legal procedure now.
Okay. So it appears that they will have to follow the procedure at the moment. But what we do know is that Arvind Kejriwal has been granted bail by the Rouse Avenue Court. He will have to furnish a bail bond of 15,000 rupees, and he's been allowed to leave the court premises. Shortly, he will be returning to his official residence. Remember, it was a very short appearance by the Chief Minister because he was asked by the court to physically appear before the court. This is the ongoing face-off and tussle between the Enforcement Directorate viewers and the Chief Minister of Delhi in the alleged liquor scam case. The Delhi liquor scam case. The Enforcement Directorate says that they want to question Mr. Arvind Kejriwal in the alleged case, where at least 3 high-profile arrests have been made so far. One as recent as last evening. BRS MLC K. Kavita was arrested in this case. Manish Sisodia, the former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, and Sanjay Singh, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, have been in ED custody all this while. So there's the CBI investigation that's underway. There's the Enforcement Directorate investigation that's underway. The ED went to court and said that Arvind Kejriwal hasn't been cooperating. He hasn't been answering the summons that have been issued to him, at least 8 different summons that have been issued to him, but he hasn't been appearing. The court asked Mr. Kejriwal to come before the court today. He appeared there. You see those pictures of Mr. Kejriwal just from a few moments ago when he left from the court premises. In fact, if we could just get the sound up on that as well for a moment. My colleague Shrishti Ojha did ask him a few times about K. Kavita and her arrest, but the Chief Minister kept mum.
आप साइड में मैं प्लीज साइड में
सर केजरीवाल जी कुछ चाहिए
सर ईडी के एलिगेशन पे कुछ कहना चाहेंगे
आइए अंदर आइए
हाँ जी अंदर आ रहे हम लोग आएंगे अंदर आप साइड में मैं प्लीज साइड में
सर केजरीवाल जी कुछ चाहिए
सर ईडी के एलिगेशन पे कुछ कहना
आ रहे हम लोग आएंगे अंदर आप साइड में मैं प्लीज साइड में
सर केजरीवाल जी कुछ चाहिए
सर ईडी के एलिगेशन
Charges about K. Kavita's arrest, but the Chief Minister did not speak. Remember, in every case of summons issued to him by the Enforcement Directorate, he wrote back and said, why am I being called? In what capacity am I being called? This is all politically motivated and legally untenable. So he did not appear before the Enforcement Directorate. The ED has issued at least 8 summons to him, after which the Enforcement Directorate went to court and said that Arvind Kejriwal refuses to join the investigation.